In yoga, samadhi is not necessarily some mystic state of mindlessness or a state devoid of thought. Samadhi means equanimity. When you experience the inner harmony between body, mind, and spirit through yoga and are able to bring that harmony into everyday life, then yoga gifts you the state of samadhi or equanimity. Namaste. Hello and welcome to I.Y.E.R, Integrated Yoga Exercise Routine, Class 16. Namaste. My name is Sundar I.Y.E.R and thank you for taking this class. As always, it's an honor. We are going to begin this class with the Namaste routine and the warm-up routine, but just like we learned in the last 5 classes, we have laid foundations of how to breathe in a yoga class, and we are going to keep that up in every class from now on, and hopefully throughout the day whenever you remember to focus on your breath. What are those lessons? First thing is you breathe through the throat, the glottis breathing. You use the throat to suck in the breath. The nostrils become merely, they serve as a passage for the breath to go in and out. That way you bring in the volume of oxygen. You enhance the amount of oxygen that comes into your body. And it's very important, especially when you're doing an exercise. Okay. The second thing, we learned about the first pranayama or the first breathing, which is UJJAYI. We all know what UJJAYI means now. This is part Sanskrit class too. Okay. UJJAYI means victorious. So let us bring in the attitude of victorious, of feeling victorious, of feeling healthy, and wellness becomes part and second nature to our very being. The focus in UJJAYI is in Puraka and Rechaka. Puraka is inhalation. Rechaka is exhalation. Puraka, Rechaka, Puraka, Rechaka. All the time breathing through the throat. And since we are going to move with every breath, let us focus on breathing through the glottis. Breathe in. As you breathe out, join your palms together, bend your head forward. Humility, reverence, prayer. Breathe in. As you breathe out, stretch your hands up, interlock your fingers, drop your neck back, turn your palm to the ceiling, and finish your exhalation. Take in a deep breath. And as you breathe out, stretch your hands by the side, come back to the beginning position. Breathe in. As you breathe out, lean forward gently. Bend your head down. Breathe in. As you breathe out, keeping your spine straight and stretched out, twist to the left side and complete your exhalation. Breathe in. As you breathe out, come back to the center, drop your neck down. Breathe in. As you breathe out, turn to the right side, stretch your spine and twist. Breathe in. As you breathe out, come back to the center, drop your neck down, breathe in. As you breathe out, slowly sit back to your starting position. Excellent. Let's get up and begin our communication with the body. In the next, after these few 4 or 5 classes, we are going to switch to beginning our class with the warm-ups or the communication with the body. Then we are going to learn a new pose to sit, and then we'll do the Namaste routine. But for now, let's get up and do the body warm-ups. Up on our feet. Let's begin with the neck. Keep your shoulders relaxed as you do the neck exercises. We're going to drop the neck back and forth 3 times. Drop it back and down. Loose and relax. Drop it back and down. One more time. Drop it back and down. Stand straight. Turn your neck to your left side. Make sure the right shoulder doesn't follow. Look as far back as you can. And keep the twist in your neck. Keep the pressure in your neck. Look as far back as you can. Keep turning, keep twisting, keep turning, keep twisting. Come back to the center. On the other side, to the right side, turn your neck and look as far back as you can. Make sure you don't tilt your head. Keep it straight. Keep your head straight. And come back to the center. All right. Loose and relaxed. We're going to rotate our neck clockwise. Loose and relaxed. 2 and 3. As always, keep your eyes open. The other way around so you don't feel dizzy. 1, counterclockwise. 2, very good. And 3, excellent. Interlock your fingers. Place them behind your head. Watch my elbows. Elbows are forward. Press your chin to the chest. Keep your spine straight. Keep breathing in and out. This is the only part where we don't worry about am I exhaling, am I inhaling. As long as you're breathing in and out, that's fine. Hold it there. Okay, take your chin to the left side of the chest. Press it down. Come back up to the right side of the chest. Press it down. Keep the elbows loose, relaxed, shoulders relaxed. Come back up. Wonderful. Let's move our awareness to the shoulders. Elbows forward and straight and parallel. Take it all the way up. Once again, parallel, pointing up to the ceiling. Now, scrape the wall behind. Go up, scrape the wall behind. That's 2. Go up, scrape the wall behind. That's 3. Let's go backwards. All the way back and up, back to position. All the way back and up, back to position. All the way back, up and back to position. Excellent. Full arm rotation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep your feet apart. We're doing the arm swings from side to side. Remember, this also twists the spine gently. So go all the way back. Come back all the way to the right. To the left, watch my feet again. As always, turn your foot in the direction in which you're turning. And left and right, one more time. Loose and relaxed, left and right. Excellent. Neck, shoulders, wrists. That's how your awareness flows. It's logical, okay? Back and forth, clockwise. Loose, relaxed, counterclockwise. Like I always say, between 3 to 5 times. Hold your right wrist, shake it loose. Now hold it tight, close tight into a fist and stretch 1. The reason you hold tight is you can feel the fingertips. Close, open, close, and open. Excellent. Your left wrist, shake it loose. Now hold the wrist tight, close tight into a fist, stretch 1, close, stretch 2, close, stretch 3. You know, many of the yoga poses and preparing for yoga poses, though yoga is calm and stretching and de-stressing, the poses by themselves are pretty intense. Let's rotate our hip clockwise, 2 and 3. Excellent. Counterclockwise, 1. This is fun. 2 and 3. You can never go wrong in this. Don't overdo this, because you're not working on the hip. Always remember that. All right, the lower back. Support your lower back. Keep your feet together. Make sure the knees are not bending. Keep it straight. Support your lower back. Look straight ahead. Keep your chin down. This is very important because it's a warm-up. Don't put your chin up or don't look up at the ceiling, because the strain will be too much then. And push your hip out. Hip as far out as you can. Watch my elbows. It's flared out, so I want to bring my elbows close. So I squeeze my back. I squeeze my upper back. My lower back is toned. It's a great exercise. It's a wonderful exercise to do first thing in the morning when you get off the bed. Try do this, but always make sure your lower back is supported. Okay? It's very important. Don't start doing this. People do this. This is not a good way to begin your day. Support your lower back when you bend backwards. Especially, you know, I used to work at the computers for 10, 12 hours. When you get up, you want to stretch, always support your back and then stretch. However fit you are, you have to support your lower back. All right, the thigh stretch. As always, you can use a stool, a chair, a pillar, a post. Your 2-year-old, 5-year-old for support. Hold on to your ankle. Press it to your seat if you can. Make sure the knees don't flare out like this. Don't bend too forward. Raise the knee back. Push your hip forward. Raise the knee back. So you're standing upright. You're standing upright. Excellent. Feel the stretch in the ham, on the thighs, in your quads. All right, the other leg. Get your ankles close to your seat. If you can, press it against your butt. If not, at least as close as you can. And stretch. And stretch. Once again, knees are close to each other. Don't flare the knees out. Okay, come back. Wonderful. Let's begin the exercise with our feet. We're going to work on the knees, so back and forth. First, sideways. Second, now count clockwise. Let's go clockwise first. 2, 3, 4. Counterclockwise. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you work on the ankles. Big circles with the ankles. 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent. The other way. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold your ankle, hold your toe, and stretch. Feel the stretch here. Today we're going to work on the ankle, so stretch. An extra special stretch. All right. The other leg, back and forth. Sideways. Circles. 1, 2. Only the knees. 3, 4. The other way. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now ankles. Big circles. 1, 2, 3, 4. The other way. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold your ankle, hold the toes, and stretch. Feel the stretch right here, the joint. Excellent. Let's sit down. Spinal roll, my favorite. Go back and forth. Keep your knees slightly apart always so they don't hit your nose. Go back and forth. Go back, forth. Okay, wonderful. 4 or 5 times should be good when you do this exercise. Where do we go from here? In today's class, I'm going to teach you a new pose, the first asana here in the class. Like I said, in the classes to come, we're going to begin with our neck. We do the warm-ups, then we settle down in this pose. Here we will learn the Namaste routine. But the first Namaste routine that we are learning, and we're going to continue that for the next 4 classes, is only to learn the idea that the body and breath are interconnected. Okay, once that is ingrained into us, hopefully 20 days of practice would have sown the seeds of that. We can move on. The pose that we're going to learn today is called Vajrasana. Vajrasana starts with the V. And most of these poses, the word pose, most of these names always, the Sanskrit names for these poses always end with the word asana, asana. Asana means pose. And that's why you call it the camel pose, you call it Ustrasana. Okay, so each of the cobra pose is called Bhujangasana. Vajrasana is a pose. What does Vajra mean? You know what asana means now, right? Vajra plus asana is pose. But what does Vajra mean? Vajra means thunderbolt. Now you might say, okay, a cobra pose looks like a cobra. This doesn't look like a thunderbolt. The thunderbolt here is merely a metaphor to indicate that this pose, when you sit, gives you the immense strength and the power and the steadiness. Strength in yoga is determined by how steady you are. The more steady I am, the more I attain equanimity in my mind, the more steady my body is, the more harmonious or rhythmic my breathing is, the steadiness in the rhythm, that steadiness equals strength. And that's why this pose is called Vajrasana, because it helps getting your body in a steady. This is one of my favorite poses. But don't jump into trying this pose as yet. I want you to watch how I'm going to advise you to get into this pose. Now, unless you have a knee surgery or an ankle surgery, you can try and attempt this pose. But I want you to be careful, because there are certain things I want you to remember. The ankle and the knee are two parts of the body which are not protected really well. So you want to be very careful when you're playing, stretching, twisting these two parts. The hamstrings are very strong. Calf muscles can take a lot of beating, but your ankles here and your knees. And this is going to work on the ankles. One of the reasons why we teach this right in the beginning of the yoga program is because this is going to help you stretch the ankle. This is going, when you learn Vajrasana, when you're going to learn to stretch it this way, tomorrow, if I'm going to do this, you would have already stretched the ankle, and you will know and understand exactly what I'm talking about. But how do we learn that? Let's begin with a big bolster. You probably have this. If not, I would suggest this bolster is going to come in so handy. You can use this for sitting. You can use it for a lot more exercises. But what we're going to do today is an easy way to learn. Is use this bolster. Watch my toes here. It's not like this. Okay, you turn your toes out, and you simply sit on the bolster. Knees obviously can't be together in this pose. Okay, the toes are pointed out. You sit straight. Can I practice breathing in this pose? Absolutely, you can. The benefit of yoga, and take this home, please. It's a very important lesson. The benefit of yoga pose or an asana is not in the struggle to attain the pose. So just because I'm struggling doesn't mean I'm benefiting by it. The benefit of the pose or the asana is in maintaining that pose for some time. It's very crucial. Asana means, in Sanskrit, typically means being very steady. So once you're in the pose, you want to achieve steadiness. You want to become still. So this, use a bolster by all means. If it takes you 2 weeks to get off the bolster, doesn't matter. This is not a race. That is why it's a one-on-one class. You are not comparing yourself with 15 others in your class. You are doing there on your own. I'm here teaching you. Take your time, study your progress, listen to your body, and go one step at a time. So today we're going to focus. That's why I spend a lot of time focusing on each pose so you understand why we do this. This is very important. Now for those of you who feel you've been there, done that, what am I going to do? I'm going to get off this. I'm going to introduce you to the towel. Roll a bath towel. Put it under your ankle. Get your toes together. This is how the actual pose. Now, like I said, unless you had a knee surgery or an ankle surgery or some major accident, most of you should be able to do this. I mean, when I do it in a regular workshop, I find 8 out of 10 people are able to do this. Okay, so let's learn this today. Roll a bath towel and sit on your heels. Sit on the heels, okay? You will see automatically here your back is supported and you're straight. Let us sit in this for the next 1 to 2 minutes. We bring this class to an end. And as we listen to the inspirational quote from our dear friend Ratanjeet, sit in this pose. Focus on the breath. And let your mind get inspired. Till we meet tomorrow, where we'll learn to breathe in this pose. Have a blessed day until we meet again. Be well, be willing, be wise.
Namaste. The power in me bows to the power in you, unifying us in oneness. To get the most out of life, we have to take life as it comes and be filled with gratitude for every experience. We all have expectations, dreams, and desires that we want fulfilled. But these things are not us. They are just planted in us through what we see, hear, or read. We are not copies. We are original masterpieces created by nature for a specific purpose. For stress-free living, find that purpose. Take life as it comes and be grateful for everything. May the power within you enrich and empower your day.